WheezyWaiter.
Deck the tubes with boughs of video. Fa la 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 la, what the hell's a bough? Seriously, never mind the fact that I'm playing Christmas song in October. What the hell's a bough? A main branch of a tree, apple boughs laden with blossom. That's weird. Speaking of apples. Apples and peanut butter, the way nature intended. If by intended I mean grind up peanuts into an oily goo and selectively breed apples over a series of generations for optimum flavor. So natural. In yesterday's video, I talked about arguing and asked you for arguments in the comments, and many of you argued about apples after seeing me eat an apple and peanut butter. Liviosa Lily thinks almond butter is better than peanut butter, and Bequanchi thinks peanut butter is better than Nutella. Nutella? Go to hell. I'm not a pronunciation fellow. I also don't prefer almond butter or Nutella because I'm allergic to tree nuts.
But you just ate peanut butter, WheezyWaiter.
Not allergic to peanuts, allergic to tree nuts.
You might need to go to the hospital.
Not allergic to peanuts, allergic to tree nuts.
What's the difference?
Peanuts are legumes.
Why don't they call them pea legumes then?
Because pea legume sounds like pea lagoon, and nobody wants to be at a pea lagoon.
Speak for yourself.
You want to be at a pea lagoon?
Let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Speak for yourself and me and most other people.
Okay, moving on. Those types of arguments you are making, those are a little bit dangerous because they are subjective. There's no right or wrong for all people. It's something I like to call opinion.
Everyone calls it that.
And so do I. In order to argue that peanut butter is better than all the other butters, you would first have to assume that your taste buds are the same as everyone else, and that taste can be somehow quantifiable, and you'd have to try all the other butters to see which is the better butter. And in the process, you might find out what is the most bitter butter. Some people might like the bitter butter better. To grind up the best bitter butter, you might need to get a better bitter butter beater. But don't eat too much of it in the process, because then you'll be a better bitter butter beater booter. I've heard stories in Hollywood that John Ritter was a better bitter butter beater booter, but that might have just been chatter. No, with this type of argument, there is no right answer, and it would be silly to get upset about it. But people do. Like, why wouldn't you like the show Breaking Bad? Sorry. Another type of argument to look out for is the miscommunication argument. When people are arguing about two completely different things and don't even realize it. Johannes Weiberg encountered this problem. I argue with trees. They don't argue back. Does that mean I win? No, you didn't win. You're arguing different things. You might be saying the chicken came before the egg, whereas the tree is a tree. People do walk away from arguments that they weren't even having, thinking that they won. Incidentally, Johannes, I may be able to help you in the future because I have learned how to speak tree. I will now have an argument with a tree. The tree won. I was arguing that the Mississippi was over 3,000 miles, but it's not. It's 2,300 miles. Never argue about nature with a tree. Tree, I bow down to you. Bringing it back! Yes! Still upset though. Worst day ever. That's hyperbole. That's another thing. You know what hyperbole is, don't you? It's like bully, but more hyper. It basically means to exaggerate, make ridiculous claims. Like I didn't literally mean this is the worst day ever. I can't know that. I'd have to go back to look at all my bad days. And losing an argument to a tree is really low on the totem pole of badness. No, I shouldn't talk about totem poles when trees are around. That's like dead, whittled down trees on display. I'm apologizing. No, I can think of plenty of other worse days. Like there was this time in the late 90s when I went to the fridge to get milk and there was no milk. Or that time in the early 2000s when I lost an argument to a tree. That was a bad one. But the thing is, sometimes, especially in politics, people use hyperbole and other people actually believe it when there's no possible way you can prove it. The economy has never been worse, sir. We've never lived in a scarier time than right now. Never mind the Depression. Never mind World War II. But even the badness level of those things is subjective and unprovable. It depends on what metrics you're looking at. And if you're speaking in hyperbole, you're not looking at any. So why do people fall for it every time? Because it's not about facts. It's about hitting people right in the feels. Also, never underestimate the capacity for humans to, forget. It seems every election year we just talk about the happenings of the past couple years. We forget about any of the good or the bad that has happened many years ago that we could learn from. I try to remind myself that things were worse at several points in human history than they are now. Like, remember when Britney Spears shaved her head? It was a dark time. I also make sure to remember the good times by watching the show Good Times. Drink a beer as a way to remind myself of all the delicious beer that I've had before. And celebrate the anniversaries of great things that happened. One in particular, our anniversary, which is today. I love you.
I love you.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks.
That's right. 1 year ago we got married. Here's our wedding. What do you want to do for our anniversary day?
Let's jump off a building with like bungee jumping.
You want to go bungee jumping?
Yeah.
You don't want to go bungee jumping.
No. Let's go get some dinner.
Let's go get dinner instead.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Send me some hyperbole and then wink. Eagles are literally the worst birds on the face of the earth, and every last one deserves to get punched in the face. Oh wait, you wanted hyperbole.